So this is the video. This is gonna be transition to the Silver War F1 2015, the documentary about the Silver War that I'm making, and it will be released in 2 days, in 48 hours more or less. I'm doing this live. This is my first live on YouTube. I'm not sure if is actually someone watching. I don't know, but I will make it anyway for the future to explain a bit what is that, because you all are here. If there's something online that would like to ask something in the chat, I will check the chat later on. But basically what I want to make on this live is to explain and to show also, I would like to show some bits of the new documentary Transition to the Silver War. This is it. This is the documentary that will be released on Friday night. Transition to the Silver War in 48 hours. But in case there's someone actually that have no idea about the Silver War, you know, the Silver War is a Formula 1 documentary that I made first of all in 2016. It was the first documentary I made. That was the battle between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg for the Formula 1 2016 season. The documentary that actually is on my website. You can find it in daniflov.com, which is here, daniflov.com. And this is the documentary that starts everything and the reason why we are here today talking about this new documentary, the Silver War F1 2016. This is a documentary that I made in 2016 about the amazing battle between Lewis and Nico. And it was originally posted on YouTube, and on my YouTube channel, which is this one. And it blew up in 2016, 2017, reaching 1 million views in less than a year. That made my channel to grow in numbers. Then was blocked, unfortunately, and now it's here. And some years later, I made the prequel of this documentary, the battle between Rosberg and Hamilton, but 2 years before, where everything started. And the video is here. Probably I'm almost sure you watched this video if you are a Formula 1 fan, Origins of the Silver War. This is the prequel video that I made, telling and explaining the battle between Rosberg and Hamilton in 2014, where everything started, especially here in the duel in Bahrain. This battle was amazing, where Lewis and Nico fought very, very hard each other for the Bahrain Grand Prix that won Lewis. Then during the whole season, both drivers fighting until the limit, and finally Lewis Hamilton reached the World Championship and crowned himself as a Formula 1 World Champion, beating his teammate Nico Rosberg. The version that I made in 2016, the winner was Nico Rosberg. Nico Rosberg won that championship in 2016. So basically it's that. And let's say that the story was very popular between F1 fans, even between people who is not Formula 1 fan, but after watching these documentaries about this amazing rivalry between Lewis and Nico, they made fans themselves of Formula 1 and they start to watch videos. So the Silver War is a saga of videos that for me means a lot. Means a lot because made me be recognized as a content creator and also create new Formula 1 fans, because this story is very, very powerful. It's about all friends that became new rivals after battling on track for Formula 1 World Championships. And this is the point where we are this year, and the reason why I'm making this live and this video. Transition to the Silver War is the documentary that left to complete the trilogy of the battles between Nico and Lewis on track as a teammates in Mercedes in the V6 hybrid era. Transition to the Silver War is the sequel of Origins of the Silver War and the prequel of the Silver War F1 2016 is the video that is in between, the season in between. That at the beginning I decided to don't make this video because hi Felipe, I saw your message. I will be reading the chat later. If there's someone who has some kind of question or they would like to tell something about the Silver War, will be nice. So basically, transition to the Silver War is that the connection between the Origins and the Silver War F1 2015. I almost sure you know the story because actually you are here for the Silver War. And later on, I would like to show you some bits. I don't want to show you so much about the documentary because it will be released and premiere on Friday or here on Float by Dani Lozano, my main YouTube channel. But if you are here on the live, you will be able to watch some bits, little fragments, not so much, okay? That's because I don't want to reveal so much, but it's just that. And yeah, basically, for example, one important thing, it's not so important, but in terms of design, the thumbnail design which is this one, the official thumbnail design, it's cool because I decided to create a mix between what I did in 2016 with the thumbnail, which is this one, which is a cloudy background with the logo. It's a mix between this thumbnail in 2016 with the thumbnail that I created here in 2014 when I made Origins of the Silver War, which is it's in gray background and with colors in green. So basically what I did was to mix these two thumbnails in transition with the gray background as is the Origins, but also adding some clouds at front that you can see here at the bottom and also a bit at the top. So I did this mix to try to create some kind of combination to show that transition to the Silver War is the period that exists between Origins and the Silver War F1 2016. But by the way, I'm thinking in the idea in the premiere day, when the day on Friday where I will premiere the documentary, to react to the documentary, to watch it online with the people who wants with me on Twitch, on my Twitch channel, which is this one, Dani Floss 1. This is my Twitch channel, and I'm thinking in the idea into streaming here in this in my channel, basically my Twitch channel with all of you, and watching the documentary transition to the Silver War here on live with all of you for the people who is on Twitch as well. So it's a possibility that I'm thinking. Here are my gameplays because normally on Twitch I streaming gameplays on weekends. If you are interested, you can subscribe as well to follow me. And just that, because this year I really want, in 2024, next year, I would like to start to making more lives like this one, watching my videos with all of you, commenting things, it would be nice. And I'm thinking in this idea, so it's a possibility, as I said. So, but we'll see. That's, I would like to. And well, let's move on a bit. Finally, this is what I want to make, which is to show you little pieces of the documentary. And let's start, okay? I will not show you, I won't show you so much. But for example, this rivalry, it's about tension between Lewis and Hamilton during the season, during the battles on track. And in transition to the Silver War, the championship is not so exciting because Lewis won it and not in the final race of the season. He won it earlier, with 3 races to go in the United States. But there's some episodes, like for example in Monaco, what I will show you now. In the Monaco Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton lost the race by a bad decision of his team in the strategy during the safety car period. So it was a very tense moment because Hamilton was very frustrated after losing that race in Monaco. So this is part of the edit that I made, and you can watch on Friday. Let's watch a bit. Oh, quality is okay. No. Here, as you can see, Toto Wolff, the boss of Mercedes, recognized he made a mistake with Lewis Hamilton, stopping him in the Monaco Grand Prix when he was leading. Rosberg didn't pit, and Rosberg won that race. And this is Hamilton. You can see very angry. He hits the board with the place he finished in third place, and it's very dramatic situation. This is one of the most tense moments you can see in transition to the Silver War. But obviously, what I made was something similar to what I made in the two previous documentaries. I tried to use similar music that I used in the Silver War and Origins. I tried to find interviews after the qualifying sessions and the race with the drivers, and some race edits. For example, let's watch a bit more about. Let's see, for example, we can see this is in Silverstone in the British Grand Prix. You can see the graphics here that are for this documentary. The graphics about the track location is the same model that I used in the Silver War F1 2016. And the driver graphic position is different. It's more simple. It's at the right side with the photo of the driver, the name, and the position he is actually. This is something that I always do in my documentaries. But this time I change a bit the design. It's a bit more tiny. It's very little, but I think it's very practical to read. You know. As you can see, epic music, as always in the Silver War documentaries, Rosberg and Hamilton starting to fight in this example in Great Britain. Wow, this race was special because the Williams start very well, and they were fighting against Nico and Lewis during the whole race. Obviously, as I said, it's very interesting documentary. The first half, it goes a bit faster in terms of editing. Some races are edited in 1-2 minutes because some of them races there's no much story to tell about the rivalry between Nico and Lewis. In some races win Lewis, in others wins Nico. But the most special part is the final race, the United States Grand Prix, that I won't show you so much because I would like to keep it in as a surprise for Friday. But I focus a lot of my efforts into edit very well the last race. Not the last race of the season, the race where the title was decided between Nico and Lewis, that was in the United States. This is the start of the final race where the championship decide. And they collide in the start, but this race is crazy because it happened a lot of things to Lewis, to Rosberg, and this edit was very long. It's one of the longest edits I made in a documentary. It was almost 10 minutes edit, only in the last race, because they were fighting with the Red Bulls. They fought Nico and Lewis in some moment of the race between each other. Was leading Hamilton, there was leading Ricciardo with the Red Bull, then was leading Rosberg. It was a very, very chaotic race that ends in a very bad way for Rosberg. Unfortunately for him, he lost the championship here, but it was won by Lewis. But obviously, I will keep in secret these parts for Friday. But the final race is very, very cool, guys. It's very, very cool. the way I edited. I'm sure you will enjoy it a lot watching this final race of the season. And yeah, basically, I'm not sure if to show you something more, but I think it's enough. But what I want to say is the Silver War is ending this Friday. For me, ends a very nice era for me as a creator on YouTube, because it will be the last Silver War video in the history of internet created by me. The saga was complete. I complete the trilogy with this documentary, and I'm a bit sad, I have to say. I'm a bit sad for that fact, but also I'm very excited to the Friday evening or afternoon to watch this last documentary with all of you and to end this era. Even I made in the channel where you are watching this video, I made the other day a mini video, about 3 minutes video, where I dedicate to the Silver War final thoughts about it, and I was very emotional because it was a very emotional video. I tried to say goodbye to the Silver War because, as I said, it gave me a lot as a content creator. Some people say that transition to the Silver War it won't be so exciting as for example the 2016 version of the Silver War, or even Origins, because, as I said before, the championship was decided much earlier, was not decided in the last race. Lewis won easy the championship against Nico this year, but once I was making transition to the Silver War and I was editing race by race, I have to say that the championship was maybe easy for Luis, but there's some episodes inside of the documentary that are very interesting. As I said, Monaco, for example. In this documentary, I was able to find a lot of footage from qualifying sessions that I use. I use a lot of footage from qualifying session and post-qualifying interviews where drivers explains his feelings, especially Nico and Luis. And race by race, you will be able to watch how Nico Rosberg is start to frustrating more and more due to he's not able to beat Lewis, and Lewis every race is winning, and Rosberg is not able to catch him during the whole documentary. And you can see in the faces in their interviews race by race how Rosberg's frustration increasing. And yeah, but the end, as I said, the last race is very exciting. It's very exciting to watch. Very unique. And the way I finished transition to the Silver War, to connect transition with the beginning of the last documentary, it's very cool as well. I tried to connect that in some way, and I think I did it. And yeah, basically, that's the most important things I would like to tell with you. It will be the last Silver War documentary. I will be with all of you watching on my channel. Maybe I will be streaming on Twitch as well. I don't know if someone will watch with me the documentary, because my community here is not big enough. But if someone wants to watch with me, as I said, transition, the premiere day, it will be nice to be with all of you on my Twitch channel that I mentioned before. You have the link to my Twitch in the description of this video as well. And also wearing the Silver War t-shirt that also you wish you can get in the Floth store. As I said, this is the end of an era for me, and I hope to finish the Silver War in a high. And there's a question here: do you have other projects? Other projects about my videos? Actually, my next project for this channel, for the next video, I have one of mine. I didn't start to make a new project about it, but for the moment it's secret for my Patreon. So I comment something on my Patreon page, which is patreon.com/flows. On this page, yes, I have a new project on mine. In this post I explain it. Project on mine for early 24. And here, if you are Patreon in the Flows Premium tier, for the moment you can get access to my thoughts and my to try to you will understand what the next project I had of mine. Oh, sorry, you are not watching. My mistake. Here, patreon.com/floss. In this page, if you join in the Floss Premium tier, you can get access to early access content. For example, the next project I have on mine, which is this one. For the moment, it's secret for Patreons. Obviously, I will announce it soon for the rest of the people. But yeah, basically, your question, yes, I have a project on mine. I didn't start it. It will be based in the F1 2023 season. And let's see. But for the moment, I didn't start even. So yeah. And yeah, I don't see more questions or more comments in the chat. So I think it's all I want to make for this little live to today. If someone have questions or someone would like to say something about the Silver War or some kind of question about it, I can reply you or just end this mini live that I was testing because I never did a live on YouTube until today. I'm not sure if how things goes. So it's a bit weird, even in English, which is not my first language, and I had that even to start to making this live because it's live. You have not a net at the bottom of your feed. It's live. It's on live. Yeah, it's a bit scary, even if you are not in your prime language. So yeah, basically, I hope you are in the premiere day. The premiere, as I said before, will be on my main channel and in 2 days, and Friday, 15 December at 9 p.m., which is the time zone GMT +1, which is the Europe time zone, basically. But if you set a reminder, YouTube will send you a notification. And as I said before, I will be on Twitch as well, streaming, watching the documentary at the same time. If someone wants to watch it with me at the same time on live next Friday. So that's all. And I see you, I hope, on Friday with the Silver War, the last documentary about the Silver War. That was very intense to make. Was a project that I spent around 6 months and to make this documentary. But yeah, I'm very proud of, and I hope you like it. It's the last Silver War video. I try to make it in a way that looks like similar to the other Silver War videos I made. So thank you for joining. Thank you for people who was in the chat commenting or asking. And see you on Friday. So bye bye.